Hi there, another day, another draft. Unfortunately, this is still pre-New 5 Extra Online, but there's not really much I can do about that. I thought it'd still be better to do half block than to do some kind of Zendikar block draft or M11 draft. Um, as for the pack, it's pretty much Mortarpod and then some worse cards. After Mortarpod, I probably be leaning Relic Warder. Mere Turbine's not a card I've been that impressed with. I'd probably take it fairly high in this pack just because the pack's overall quite weak. There's a Geezer that's fine. Quarter Paladin's not my kind of card, and Dross Ripper's fine. But yeah, I'm just going to take the Multipod. It's the best card by far, and I will 100% play it regardless of what deck I draft. Um, this pack is slightly better. There's Go for the Throat, Burning Impure, and Juggernaut, all the options. I'm not entirely sure what to think of Juggernaut. It seems really powerful, but then again, the downside is relatively big. I mean, it's a big target. Obviously, they're usually going to have removal for it, and I mean, the fact that he has to attack each turn is relevant when you're behind because they can just let him attack and then kill you. So I think I'm going to take one of the removal spells here, and I think it's going to be Go for Throat just because I prefer black to red. They're probably about as powerful as each other, so there's no correct decision here, I think. And yeah, I'll just take one of the removals. Um, Gone back to a slightly weaker pack this time. I guess the options would be Still Sabotage, Gust Skimmer, Plague Mirror. Not really much else. I mean, Carapace is playable, Infuse is playable. Mirrorworks is kind of not entirely sure how good that is. It seems potentially busted, but also I haven't ever played with it, so I'm not going to take it this high, just because it seems potentially good. I think I'm just going to take the Plague Mirror here. I'll almost definitely play it. I mean, I'm always happy to have just a generic Mirror, and it might end up being obviously the bonus might end up being really good if I do go Infect, which the cards I have so far would allow. And not a whole lot here. I think I'm probably just gonna take the Morbid Plunder. I could keep my options open with Flare Husk or something, or I could take a coloured card. A couple of decent ones. Serum Raker's decent. In fact, I might take this over Morbid Plunder. I've liked Morbid Plunder less the more I've played it. Other than that, Nested Ghoul is also decent. That would be an option, I suppose, with Go for the Throat. And the rest of the pack is just generic coloured cards that I'm not going to consider. So I guess, no, I suppose I like this more than Morbid Plunder, so it's either Nested Ghoul or Serum Raker. I prefer Serum Raker slightly to Nested Ghoul, but I guess in the interest of playing the Go for the Throat, we'll just take the Nested Ghoul. And a couple of good cards here. Pierce Strider is pretty much always good. Oculus is I like it more than it's good. Well, it's not as good as much as I like it, if that makes sense. I just like this kind of card. Ballistic Silent Shaman is, I mean, obviously solid. Virulent Wound is generally playable. But I guess we can narrow it down to Blister Stick or Pierce Strider. We passed that Burn the Impure, which was the best card in the. I suppose there's a Juggernaut as well, so they could have taken Juggernaut, so I left. But it's either that or Pierce Strider. I think I might take the Pierce Strider just because I'll 100% definitely play it. And it's not a bad thing passing red, unless we see. I mean, it's not like that Blister Stick's a huge signal. It's fifth pick and it's not that good. So if we keep passing red, hopefully we can stay out of it and reap the rewards. Pack 2. I think this time I will just take the Oculus. Really not a lot here. Again, Flare Husk keeps options open, but it's not a particularly powerful card. I like Oculus, especially with stuff like Mortarpod, and I could looking to draft some kind of controlly blue-black deck, the one I like to draft all the time. And yeah, War Driver is not my type of card. It does one thing, and it doesn't do it that well. Brass Squire is a card that is better with living weapons that I haven't picked up any of other than Mortarpod. But with any equipment, it can be decent. So yeah, I mean, even with I might table one of those +2/+2 things, and even with those, it's like a Kabuto Moth, so that's fine. Copper Carapace is a card I was thinking of. Having just said I don't have any equipments, another Flare Husk presents itself, but I think I'd still just rather have the other Oculus. This way, if I do open bombs, I will almost definitely be drawing them. I mean, Oculus is generally good with what I have. It's good with Mortarpod, and it's good with the kind of deck I like to draft. And this way, I also get to cut blue, so that's always a good thing because I like to draft blue. Not really much here, but you got to win somehow, so I might actually end up playing this Caustic Hound if I have to. A lot of Spire Serpents going around, and it's not really that bad a card, so yeah, I'll take it. It's kind of hard to assemble Metacraft in this kind of deck, but it's certainly better than Silver Skin Armor, which doesn't really achieve anything. Again, I'll play Brass Squire with equipment, but I'm not going to pick up bad equipment just so I can play it. Might have something Infuser goes with. There's a thing I don't really like about this set, and the new one as well. There seems to be a lot of cards that would be potentially broken if you get the combos like this one, but it's quite hard to get combos. Didn't table any Copper Carapaces or Flare Husks. Yeah, Argent Sphinx is a pretty decent bomb. I think it's slightly better than Trigon of Corruption. And yeah, I mean, I would like that Trigon, but I think having a 4-mana 4/3 flyer is just better. He can just, oops, I win type, turn games into that kind of thing where it's like turn 3, Argent Sphinx go, can you deal with it? No, in which case I win. So even though I would like the removal, especially because it's good against me so far, I think I'd just rather have the bomb. Speaking of bombs, True Conviction is pretty bomby. Just wondering if I can afford the veto into white. I mean, I'd be losing Go for the Throat as the relevant card. I can hide this Gruesome Encore. Yeah, so I'd be losing Go for the Throat and Nesticle. Obviously, I don't really care about Caustic Hound. But I could just take the safe option of a Trigon or a Mir. I think I'd probably take Trigon over Mir. I've already got a bunch of 2-drops. And I want card advantage in this kind of deck. The only trouble is I can't actually deal with True Conviction in a blue-black deck if it's resolved. Having said that, no, the chance of me playing it are really low, especially with Argent Sphinx. I want to go heavy blue. Yeah, I'll just take the Trigon. Even if I do go blue-white, the chance of me playing that card are minimal at best. Not really a whole lot here. A couple of Infect cards I could take, but I think it's better that I just take a Soliton. It doesn't sound great, but it's always good to have the combo set up if you do get the combo, and if not, I mean, he's a decent guy. I suppose I could take Darksteel Sentinel as well. Let's hide this Caustic Hound, very unlikely to play it. I mean, I could take a card in another colour, but I don't have anything to go with Celebration other than Mortarpod at the moment, and I don't really want to switch into Infect. And Origin Spell Bomb isn't powerful enough to switch into for. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to regret not taking this Soliton, but I do kind of like Darksteel Sentinel. Yeah, I'll take it. And what do we have here? Not really a whole lot. I think I'll just take the New York Replica here. He's just a decent guy. Can't really go wrong with him. Oh, Genesis Wave. That's certainly tempting. I don't know if I should be tempted more by the Genesis Wave or the Silver Replica though. Because I could just keep with the colours I'm in, take Riddlesmith, or potentially instill Infection as well. Just wondering if it's reasonable to go into blue and green. Because then I mean I could still splash Go for the Throw, but that's not really that good an idea if I'm playing Genesis Wave. Oh yeah, I could just stick to what I have and take Instill Infection. Yeah, I think that might be a better idea. Again, if I'm splashing Go for Throat, I can always splash Instill Infection, so that doesn't really change the colour plan. and another card that makes me wish I'd taken the white card earlier. But I think it's still not really an option to take it here, because there are other cards I could take. There's quite a few in blue and black, so it's not like blue and black's not open. I think the packs are just quite deep here. Gonna have the usual awkward deck I have of a load of control-y stuff and ways of not dying, but no actual ways of winning. Which of these do I want the most? I think it might actually be the Leadenmere, because I'm considering splashing black. I already have New York Replica and a Brasquai for the defense, and I already have Instant Infection in terms of killing small guys. Well, Skyscore's a pretty nice surprise. So yeah, like I said, it doesn't seem like blue's not open or anything. It just seems like the packs are fairly deep in all colours. I'm not going to play two Dragon of Thought, so yeah, I'll just take the Fume Spitter here. I mean, that's pretty good to get a late Fume Spitter like that. We might. Don't really have any uses for Steady Progress, so I mean, I have a couple of stuff that puts counters on, but Steady Progress rarely makes the cut. If that's all I have, I probably want to be an Infect as well, or have stuff like Trigons. So yeah, I'm going to take this Float Spell, but I might open Trinket Mage. What Reaver's decent. Might end up playing him, and oh well, so it's untabled. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have any uses for Proliferate, so I might as well just take the Oops, I win card if I do get the other part of the combo. Again, 14th pick in Visimancer still suggests that blue was open. So yeah, I guess it was the right choice to be in, just the way the packs crumbled. As the saying goes. Ooh, Quicksilver Gargantuan. That is indeed a way of winning, and I think I'm going to take it. There's not really that much else in the pack. I guess if I didn't take that, I'd take Morak Replica. But yeah, he is pretty big bomb, and basically what I wanted. Now I just need some removal and some cheap creatures, and then I'm fine. I think... I mean, Perilous Mare is good with Mortarpod, but like I said, I have a bunch of 2-drops already. Two of them are Mere. Although, no, I suppose that doesn't make a difference. I was thinking Perilous Mare doesn't produce mana, does it? But I think I'd rather take the Palladium Mare here. Obviously, now I've just picked up this Gargantuan, but I've also got a couple of 6-drops, and he's good with Trigon. Just having mana is generally good, so yeah, I'll take the Palladium Mare. He can become quite a threat if people don't deal with him straight away. And oh, there's a Volition Reigns. There's another way of winning. Thank you very much. There was a Tangelanger in the pack as well, but I'm obviously not really looking at the rest if there's a Volition Reigns in there. So yeah, picking up all those Oculus in the first pack turned out pretty good, because they've converted into an Argent Sphinx, a Gargantuan, and a Volition Reigns. And what do we have here? Not really anything. I think I'll probably take the Stoic Rebuttal here. I mean, there's not really a whole lot for me. I could take Sea Strider, but I've already got Brasquai, Norok Replica, and Oculus Mortarpod are quite defensive too, so yeah, I'll just take the counterspell. I like to have at least one counterspell in every blue deck, so that's never a bad thing to pick up. And there's a Galvanic Blast, but my red is by no means a colour I'm considering at the moment. I mean, if I took it, I'd be abandoning Go for the Throat, Fume Spitter, and Instant Infection, so it's not really a case of taking it to go red. It might be more a case of taking it because there are no other colours I can take here. I could take an Accorder Shield or Bladed Pinions, but neither of those really does anything for me. I'm probably not going to play Painsmith. I'm not really that kind of deck. I suppose Accorder Shield is the one I'm most likely to play. I'm not sure why I'd say that though. But yeah, I'll take it. Don't really like Bladed Pinions. It's only that good. It's only particularly good in Infect, really. And I get a Bladed Pinions anyway by the looks of it, because there's nothing in his back. So yeah, I'll take that instead of hating a generic Infect card. That's a very late Shatter. I think I will hate it this time. Now I have a Quarter Shield and no uses for coating. Yeah, I just hate the Shatter. And I guess I get a chance at Hater Tainted Strike as well. No Trinket Major, so I don't really need Vector Asp. Just wondering which of these two I want more. I won't play either. And so I guess this one's more annoying, or is it really? I can deal with this quite easily because I have Fume Spitter and Instant Infection. Yeah, I'll take Bleak Oven. Don't want to get drained out. And I guess Draw Swap though is the best card. I get Morok Reaver anyway. Do I want a Steady Progress? Probably not, no. But I suppose I won't play 2 Morok Reavers. I don't know actually, I'll just run a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, yeah, I've got more than enough playables. So I'll take the Steady Progress. I should be hiding the cards I'm not playing, but I'm too lazy. Get another Bleak Oven. Could have gone Metalcraft here. So yeah, I think this deck's actually turned out alright. It didn't start too promisingly because I just had the usual awkward bunch of control-y stuff and no reason to be controlled. But now I've got a couple of bums. I've got the 3 good cards that I just put down here. And Skyle School is a kind of major part of this theme. So I'm glad I got that. And then yeah, just a good removal spell and 2 reasonable removal spells. Nested Ghoul's fine. Probably play the Spellbomb just because it cantrips. Probably won't play the Brasquire because I don't really have anything I want to switch up. So yeah, I'll just lay these out and see how much I'm missing. That's 21 cards. I'll probably play 23 because I've got double mirror. Oh, no, I don't have Palladium Mirror. What did I put in over it? Nothing, apparently. So that's 22, so only 1 more card I'd need. What would my options be? Bleak and Vampire. I suppose I'm not necessarily playing this Solizon. Didn't realise that was there. So yeah, I guess a Bleak Coven Vampire is an option. Vidalcan Infuse is an option. Just as a way of stalling, even if I don't have anything that combos with him. Which I don't, as far as I can tell. Oh, I have this. So I have a semi-combo with him. I could play Spire Serpent, but probably that's just generally worse than a Bleak Coven. And could play a Reaver because I don't have any 3-drops. Could play a Brasquire for the same reason. Could play Bladed Pinions, but then I'd probably want to play Brasquire, so that would be like adding 2 cards. But I have 2 cards to add, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. So yeah, let's look at the deck, I suppose. What do I need? I'm quite a defensive deck, so I probably don't need the Morok Reaver. If I'm going to win, it's going to be with one of these 2 flyers, or one of these 2 cards. So I think we can ignore the Morok Reaver for now. I definitely don't want a 2-drop, but none of my options are that, okay. I kind of want something early, like a 3-drop, and I want to be defensive. So Brasquire is looking like a promising card at the moment. Sorry, I went silent because I was counting my artifacts. I've got 12 artifacts here. And I'm just wondering if that's enough to play either Bleak Coven or Spire Serpent. Because at this point, I think rather than adding a generic 1/4 for 4 with no combos, I already have 2 of these 1x guys. And like I said, I've got 2-drops that stop me dying, so I probably don't need either of those. So I'm just thinking if at this point I play a Spire Serpent that probably won't get metal crafted, or if I play Bladed Pinions that probably won't equip anything useful. Or obviously Bleak Coven Vampires is an option. I suppose Spire Serpent and Bleak Coven both want Metalcraft, but Bleak Coven's better in a non-Metalcraft deck than Spire Serpent is because he's not completely dead, whereas Spire Serpent mostly is. This is a tough one, actually. I don't think there's an obvious answer as well, in terms of like both ways. I think. No, I like the defensive card, so I think I'm going to go with Spy Serpent for now. And I can always change it up if I feel like because my curve could be a bit high here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards that cost 5 or more. And so even though I have all these 2-drops that help go late game, I could still find that my curve's really high. So I can always take out this Spy Serpent for like a Moral Griever or something. But I think for now I'll just submit like this. 12 and 5, no, I don't like that. Let's make it 11, 6. Should be enough to cast all my blue spells, I think. Well, then again, my only black spell is Nessigal, and I have a Leddermere. No, you're correct, Modo. I agree with you. 12 and 5. And yeah, I'll see you for round 1.